Good morning, 8th graders. Today, everything that you need can be found in week 5 and Thursday's folder. Couple of reminders. So I do have your to-do list here as a JPEG. So if you want to check it out, it's what I project every day. I would show you, but it won't let me record. It'll take me, it might, let me see. Actually, it does. Okay. So today, missing work. I did put in the missings for the graffiti now because it was officially due today. So if you have not turned it in, I put the missings in. Remember, it's just a visual reminder like, hey, get this turned in. Today, you should be working on your Jen Stark drips that we learned on, Tuesday. Your black pen techniques that we went over yesterday. And then today you're going to start working on your pipe practice. And if you have time, you can actually start getting going on your final. So I'm going to dive into that as well. Just because I want to make sure that everybody knows what they need to do. So the black pen pipes drawing, this is the practice pipes. So yesterday you did your black pen practice techniques, which was the 8 squares of different black pen technique and your Polaroid drawing. On a new sheet of sketch paper, you are going to practice drawing these 4 pieces of pipe. And the reason is if you can draw those, you can create any pipe connection really that there is. The goal is to not copy this, but to come up with your own. So literally it looks like a noodle or it looks like the letter L. Notice once you add the black pen techniques, these are very simplified, just hatching lines, but on your final project, you're going to add at least 5 different black pen techniques. So you can do hatching, cross hatching, zigzag, stippling, any of the practices that you did. Here's the U shape, the T shape, and the Y shape. This is an example of a student's sketch paper. You can kind of see how they folded it into 4s and broke up their paper. You do not have to draw yours this large if you do not want to, because your final project, your pieces aren't going to be that big. This student just really wanted to focus on the style and work on the black pen technique. It's very beautifully done, and it's a great example to show you. But you want to practice those on a sheet of paper in your sketchbook. You can also do like as this student and he basically copied the one on the front, but your goal is, again, other students work here, your goal is to figure out how you want your pipes put together. So here's the example, and here is some student work. We looked at this briefly today. The whole goal for our final is to take everything we've learned this week and then mesh it together and create a final work of art. How you do this is you need to draw your black pipes first and add all of your black pen techniques so all you should see on your paper is your pipe drawing. You want your pipes to take up a chunk of your page. Notice the student here drew behind and she did the big, not just a small Y, but she added more pipes, so straight pipes. Notice her U shape. She's got her T shape, so she's got all of her shapes here. She did backwards with the L, upside down. She added some shading here. So obviously this part of the pipe is missing, and then it looks like the wand is coming down. So you'll draw your pipes first. Then you choose your pop art element. It does not have to be what you did for your Jen Stark. It can be anything. Remember, pop art, popular culture. Harry Potter is definitely popular culture. You do that element next, and last is the drips in the background. You can do those however you want. Now, your drips and your elements can be done in colored pencil, like this student. It can be done in Sharpie. Only thing that you have to use is black pen on the pipes. Here are some other pipe drawings that just shows you different connector pieces. You could add temperature gauges. You could add dials. You can add whatever you want to your pipes. Doesn't matter. Here are some other pieces here. You can see water coming out, all sorts of sketch. Here is another student's work. It's crooked, but there we go. It has fruits. So that was their popular culture element, pop art. This one is great with the Among Us. They did a wonderful job on their pipe drawing. You can see the black pen. They also shaded it in with a gray colored pencil as well. Totally fine. They added their own vents and all different types of things to their pipes. This one is super creative, pop art element with Nemo characters, and the way that she has the water coming down as the drips. And then this is the top part because obviously this is where the water starts. Super cute, super creative. This one here, another one, digital one. And other students, they chose to do the butterflies and the flowers, very different style of drips that kind of went with their flowers and very much in a color scheme of like warm, cool, and the purples, cool. Here's another one with the bees. This one has like the water coming down, which also look kind of like camouflages into the drips, the beautiful coloring. They outline their drips with black in areas to separate them. The student did an awesome job. Another one, I've got a bunch in here, with the ice cream cones and the cupcakes and the look at like the peace sign in the drips. Here are some examples again of the final work. You can see some students use their paper horizontally and some kept it in the vertical position. This student actually cut themselves out. So they created themselves digitally and printed it on paper and cut themselves out and added themselves to the pipes. Super creative, super cool. These like drips and this creepy eye, it's just awesome work. This one was done half and half, so half digitally, half on paper. It is a screenshot because I was having technical difficulties. But she created the black pipes and she created I think the drawings on paper, and then she photographed it and did the drips digitally. Here is another one. This one is very cultural and it's awesome. So this student is from Mexico and she brought in her culture into her work. So you can see the different things she added with her Day of the Dead. She created this whole thing, photographed it, and then added her digital elements to it. Super beautiful. So this kind of just goes into the expectations written out for you, like line by line. This is how you turn this in. That's the black pen techniques from today, Jen Stark from Tuesday, your pipe practice drawing from Thursday, and then your final project, which is what I will go over a little bit more like I just did now on Friday online. If you come online ready to get started on your final, you are like right on track. And this is due again next Wednesday at the end of class since iPads get turned in. I do have some examples of other ones towards the end here of students from last year because I changed this up, but I really wanted you to see like the different styles of the pipes and the elements they added. This one, the background could be whatever they wanted. This one forgot a background, but they still have great pop art elements. So I still have some of these in here just to show you different ideas of the pop art elements that the students chose. This background is amazing. Also, look at these pipes right here. Look at that black pen technique. Wowza. So amazing job. Again, this was from last year, but I just wanted you to see some different ideas and examples so you have other ideas to go from. So Thursday, everyone should know what they need to do. Missing work first, work on your black pen pipes. If you get that finished, you can start on your final, but if not, you can start that Friday or Tuesday. Have a great day.